Hi everybody, it's your boy Nakari here, and today we have a video on do black men hate black women? Now, this argument has been going on for some time now, probably even longer than I may think it has. But in my 20 years of life, I have never heard and seen more projected insecurity onto black men than I have in the modern age, aka 2020, 2021, and probably for the foreseeable future. And I say this because when you really look at it from a fundamental level, women nowadays they feel as though every man is out to get them. Like, and with internet perpetuating this idea that men ain't or the kill all men or the lovely all men are bad or all men or the y'all men. It's just perfect. Like, I swear at this point I feel like as a black man, and if any black man gets on social media, I feel like it's his due diligence to seek counseling beforehand, because your self-esteem will get hit to the bottom of the barrel. um and with the woke feminist movement and the sexual liberation, to where women, and black women especially, they feel as though hot girl summer is an everyday thing, it's an every month thing, so they want to be promiscuous without, like, when this goes to a deeper subject besides do black men hate black women, but it goes deeper than that. With the whole, like, you have women like Lizzo who feel as though she can date anyone, should be able to date anyone, and can date anyone, and she's beautiful at any size, even though her weight is a serious issue down the road, and I feel like it's gonna end up biting her in the ass. So honestly, it's not like I have a problem with these type of women. I honestly try my best not to care. I try to come at it with a masculine frame, and I try to come at them with logic and debates and many different types of statistics to negate their arguments. And just being a black man in society, knowing how black men move, how black men act, and how black men behave, it's just kind of sad to me that this society is so used to hating on the male gender, to where this is normalized. Like, this behavior is normalized, and if you step outside of that type of behavior, then you are seen as everything that women hate. Saying as though, like, if you say, try to argue your case and say, oh, black men don't, though, they'll try to hit you with happened to them personally, or with stuff that happened to them with certain type of black men who they choose to surround themselves with, or with black men who they choose to, well, choose in a romantic level, or even on a dating level, or even in a friend level. Or they'll choose to project their insecurities. Like, there was this one video I was watching, just minding my business, scrolling on my random For You page on YouTube, and I randomly came across a video of this woman saying, "Oh, this is what we're talking about. This woman is beautiful, but this is not an attack on her." And basically, she was projecting her insecurities onto, oh, a lot of black men don't like black women when they say they like black women. Basically, what she was saying was, even though black men clearly say that we date and love and want to be with black women, she was basically saying that, oh, no, they don't. They just like light skinned women, or women who are so far removed from their black heritage to the point where you will barely tell that they are black. That's what men like. That is what the black brothers like. It was obvious projection of her insecurities, obviously. And it made me very disappointed, because this is what is happening nowadays in society. As a black man, you are the big bad boogeyman that every woman should be afraid of, and should hate, and should fear, and should never trust, regardless of your character, because that is irrelevant. We are a monolith to most of these black women, or these black feminists nowadays. And of course, I know that not all black women act this way. Hell, I've seen a lot of very, well, let's say mentally stable and very like-minded women, and women who are in their feminine frame, who come and try to debunk these women. And I like to say, more power to you, and thank you for trying to heal the trauma of these black men who have had to hear and listen to this. And then there was the famous argument, if it don't apply, let it fly. And I feel like this one gets thrown around a lot with women who want to just throw shade on men, but they don't exactly like it when it's thrown back on them. Now, with this, again, I try not to take it too personally, because I already know that it's just projection of insecurities. But at the same level, a lot of women nowadays are getting more and more vicious with their experiences with men. So they feel like, oh, since I have been through so much pain with a small majority of the black male population, then every black male must be like this, even though there is no logical reason to think that. Because a lot of women, I know I'm going to get hate for this, but women are more emotional than men. Men can take insults better than women can. That's why when you hear a lot of these feminists talk about, oh, how you can talk to your friends and make them not have these conversations, even though you're in a safe place, making jokes and just playing around with each other, just making friendly little jokes. It doesn't really matter in the long scheme of things. You have a right to tell them to stop making those jokes. See, we can take criticism and use it to better ourselves down the line. And I feel like nowadays the modern woman feels as though they have to take them as they are. The black men, I mean, like black men has to take them with all their red flags and all their attitudes, and they wonder why the good black men aren't around them. Because it's just like this: it's the law of attraction. If you behave in a certain way, if you carry yourself in a certain way, if you have so much disdain and bitterment towards men or good black men, then none will come to you. And a lot of black men nowadays are frustrated and confused with black women because when we give you what you want, you still don't want us, or you choose to be with us and still hold resentment for your past instead of moving on with your present and your future, which could be very bright with this young man. So it's just weird, and I really do blame Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Megan Thee Stallion, as I made a point in probably more than one video at this point, because again, they have put this in their head that women can be thoughts without any type of repercussions. Women could slut themselves out, dress any way they want, be promiscuous, and I see a very high increase of teenage mothers and just people who are rushing into relationships with bad men because this is the type of men that they're attracted to, but then blame every other black man in the world for their poor choice and judgment. See, the modern woman has no accountability, but the modern man has to face all of the accountability and none of the positives. Women don't want equality nowadays, they want special treatment. And the best way to I'm sorry. Anyway, as I was saying, the best way to combat this type of behavior is to just, like I said many times, ignore it or try to give your opinion in a very factual way. Do not stoop to their level and get emotional and throw insults at them because it won't get you anywhere. I've had to learn this the hard way on TikTok, believe me. So, honestly, with these type of women, you could just brush them off. Like they're just trying to make everyone miserable. What they always used to say, misery loves company. Yes, that is very accurate. So honestly, to my black brothers out here who have to hear this on the regular, chin up. You are not the problem. You know you're not. Are there bad men? Yes, but there is an equal amount of bad women, which is being multiplying by the dozens every other day with all these promiscuous women and all these promiscuous ideologies that is seen as empowering. You know, a man has to have zero flaws, but a woman could have all of hers and it would be seen as empowering. A woman doesn't need to be submissive to a man anymore. So yeah, man, that's why if you want to date, I honestly don't recommend it. But if you want that type of lifestyle for yourself, go ahead. But yeah, fellas, honestly, just be careful. You never know what kind of red flag you're gonna see. It's just irritating. I will be making a part 2 on this topic probably very soon because like I can't cover this in one video. Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe to all the good stuff. And if you want me to talk about this even sooner, you know what to do.